You know, I tend to add glue fur to my skin at night, the night before I come in.
Boy, does she need a hobby.
And eat food like raw meat.
Don't eat me.
I'm a lion today.
Definitely not a lion.
When I came onto this film, the thing that was probably the biggest challenge is that The Lion King was a huge, huge film. So the trick was to tell a story that big.
The Lion King is probably the most successful animated feature of all time, and we felt that in order to satisfy our audience's craving for more and to have them be able to spend more time with the characters, we created a sequel for them. There was a lot of pressure involved. We had to make sure that it was going to be just as good of a story.
And that's a tough act to follow.
When the going gets tough, the tough get going.
Working with Daryl Rooney was a wonderful experience. This is a man who has lots of passion about storytelling. What I really learned most about him is understanding and knowing your characters.
I didn't understand him then. This is actually the first voice job that I've ever done, so it's fun for me and it's exciting and definitely different. I don't have to worry about having my hair done and being poked and prodded at in the mornings to play a character.
My father sent you. After he promised to let me do this on my own, he lied.
I just want you to be careful. When you're doing a voice for a animated character, usually the drawings haven't been done yet. So I think you have to work very closely with the director and the people who are going to be working on the visuals so that you're in sync. And so no matter what happens, you can always look to them for guidance. Why have you come back?
Simba's not really done with the hatred that he has for Scar. That's one of the things that makes him so interesting, is that you really, really sympathize, you understand completely, and hopefully you see, no, Simba, don't act that way.
I think Simba is a sympathetic character. He's got a lot on his plate, you know, being prince of all of that big circle of life. Even zebras, who you would think would be saying, you know, a lion, get me out of here, seem to like him.
Kovu.
I'm here recording the sequel to the very famous Lion King, right here in Disney Buena Vista Studios here in Burbank.
Simba is the enemy. I must kill him.
It was so nasty.
In Los Angeles, our primary responsibility is the pre-production and the development of the property. So we start with a script, and then we develop that script into what will then go into what we call storyboarding. And that is a chance to basically take the script, take the written word, and to put visuals to those. And then once we have all these elements compiled, all those elements will get shipped to our studio in Australia for the production. It's this great team of artists that are so committed and dedicated to making these films the very, very best that they can be. And the fun part for me is going down there and actually seeing what used to be just kind of static drawings, and then, you know, you start putting all these drawings together, and all of a sudden, you know, you've got these moving characters that all of a sudden pop and come to life.
Now is the time to attack.
Zira is sleek, she's a mature woman, you know, which lends perfectly to a feline kind of body movement. She's always got an angle. There's a certain angularity to the way she's designed. Sharp points tell you something about her. It's just sort of psychologically makes you feel a little fearful of her.
These lands belong to Scar.
This is really a whacked out chick.
Tomorrow your training intensifies.
It's a great villainess for Disney.
Just the look of her, you know, is just unbelievably terrifying, and then she's so incredibly malicious.
That's who I root for in the movies, is the villain.
The qualities of a Disney villain or a villainess is that they're mean.
Friends.
They have a reason for being mean, so that you do understand.
Who has made us outsiders?
Simba.
Who killed Scar?
Simba.
But that they're entertaining about it.
You must be exhausted.
You study animal movement. If it's lions, you study lions, whatever the different animals are. Part of it is 4 legs instead of 2, like Mickey Mouse. Mickey can use his hands, even though he's an animal, he's a mouse. But Simba can't. You have to be really careful about when you do use an arm. You know, you can't point like this, so you might have to use your head a lot. And sometimes it's as simple as the animator getting down on all 4s and acting it out.
Those Disney people, they're wacky.
One thing that we did in the film that everybody will probably notice is that Pride Rock is mostly seen from the opposite side. So you're getting the shadow side, and it's actually thematic. This film is about Simba dealing with his shadow side. So we're seeing the other side of Pride Rock. And at the end of the film, the sun rises on that side of Pride Rock. It gets sun on it. Resolution. It's a happy ending.
What a blast!
The whole cast was wonderful.
Come on, you follow on, Rafiki. He knows the way. That Mufasa guy cracks me up every time.
Watch the master and learn.
You have let your family break apart, and in doing so, you have broken the circle of life.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna be in a movie with Nathan Lane and Ernie Sabella. It's amazing. I'm very excited.
I play the part of Pumbaa, the lovable, heroic warthog.
Slimy, crunchy, slimy. Tastes good. Let's go. Tastes good. No fat. Check, please.
And I play Timon.
Timon. Pumbaa. Great.
I guess he's sort of a classic cartoon character.
Don't anybody move. This thing's loaded.
So it's really fun to sit with the writer and the director and the producer and really hash out a story that's going to be fun and entertaining, that will make you laugh, and that will make you cry too.
It's a wonderful film. Wonderful film. I loved it.
It's about life, and it's about love, and it's about learning, and like the first one, and that's what people love about it.
I love it. I love it, love it, love it.
Love, not like.
I think this is a really beautiful film, and I hope that that's how people will receive this. I like it, so I hope they do too.